Okay, how's the audio? Okay, how's the audio? Okay, well, I'm here to review a movie uh, called Christine that somebody told me to watch in here. His name is Nathan Spratt. Was it bad? Hey, how are you? Hey, what's up, guys? Thank you for joining this review. I'm here to talk about Christine. Nathan Spratt, I don't know what you're gonna think of this review because I feel like Nathan, you kind of overrated this film a little bit. Um, how old are you again, Nathan Spratt? That kind of matters because this movie is it is really old school, and I have no problem with that. A lot of movies, you know, this movie takes place in the 1980s. You're 15. I don't know how you heard. I found this movie to be more funny than actually creepy. Did I like it? I have a very mixed review here, Nathan Spratt, for you. I thought it was okay. I thought it could have been better. Yes, 5 subs away from 400. Thank you for that, Noah. I'm trying to get to that number. Hopefully, I can get it. What's up, Robbie? So basically, I want to start off with saying that I thought this movie was okay. It could have been a lot better. I understand that you may think this is a classic, but this had all the Stephen King. Like the parents that are crazy and yelling at the kids in the beginning, like yo, that is what Stephen King is known for, and there's so many Stephen King tropes in this movie. You can feel it in this movie, and so what I mainly want to talk about is how this movie starts off. This movie starts off to this with an old song, "Bad to the Bone," shows the car, it shows Christine, and it shows how it already kills people in the beginning of the movie. Um, I thought that it could be very cheesy. This movie had very cheesy lines, but I did find it funny because I like those movies that takes place in high school and stuff like that. And I thought that the nerd kid was too nerdy in the beginning. Like he looked really nerdy. Um, Nathan, his other friend was like cooler. He was a jock. I kind of wondered how they became friends, to be honest. Okay, so basically, what happens is then he goes after they show the people that get killed. It goes into the future. It goes, uh, and then after that, so basically, what happens is he goes. Um, the main guy, I forgot his name. I think it's Arnie. Yeah, Arnie goes with his friend to this, and they show you kind of like how he's bullied and stuff in this movie, and that was pretty cool. Um, So he's bullied, and they show you how he's always picked on, and they pull a switchblade on him, and he's just like this really nerdy kid. They made him out to be really nerdy. Like they went over the top nerd with this kid. Um, the the and this is the thing Stephen King loves to do. He loves to put bullies in his film. Every high school movie that he has these bullies. Even in it, he has this, and he has it in this movie, Christine. Dirty kid. What? Yeah. So the best part, well, after he gets bullied and stuff like that, he starts going into he he and his buddy see a car. He says, "Hold up, wait, I want to look at her." When I thought he was saying "look at her," I thought he was talking about a girl, but he's talking about a car. And he goes and he sees this rusty car, and he's talking to an old guy to buy it from. And this old guy looks creepy as hell. Old guy doesn't tell him much about the car. Um, yeah, I'm gonna get to that, Nathan. So when he gets to the old guy and he tries to, I'm trying to remember everything from memory. So because I just saw this last night, and I thought it could have been better. It wasn't bad, but it was like mediocre for me. It was okay. I'm very strict on movies, so this for me was like it was fun to watch only because it reminded me of the 80s so much. But otherwise, there were a lot of problems with this movie, I thought. Um, but there were also a lot of fun stuff. So after he goes to the car, when he's confused because you think he wants to go see a girl. And then he's like, no, it's actually a car that he's talking about. And he talks to this old guy, creepy old guy, who wants to sell the car. He gets ripped off by the guy too. I don't know why he got ripped off. I think Christine wanted the guy to buy the car. He wanted Arnie to buy him because he was just rotting. And um, so after that, Amir was crazy. Yeah, I saw this movie, Sports Reaction, but I don't think it was as good as. I mean, I'm not like I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it. I just thought it was mediocre. I thought it was okay. Could have been a lot better. So then he goes and he's trying to buy the car from the old guy. Gets robbed pretty much because he bought the car for 250, which is a lot of money. It looks like a piece of junk, but he's like, he don't worry about it because he's gonna fix it. And the old guy tells him that the name of this car is Christine. So after he tells him the car's name's Christine and he buys the car, he brings it home and his parents are furious. They don't want him to have this car at all. They say that he should have saved his money for college. And the kid is just pissed because he's like, Mom, Dad, I do everything you want. I'm this nerdy kid. I thought the effects were better than the movie's reputation. So yeah, basically he's just talking about with his parents. He's like, I do all this stuff. I go to chess club. I work really hard. I got into a good college and this and that. Well, I'm trying to get into a good college. This car is the only thing I want. Please let me have this car. What do his parents do? His parents, like Stephen King's tropes, become really shitty parents and tell him, you know what? Get rid of this car. So he takes the car and puts it in this garage thing, and it was weird, man. I hated that kid, Buddy. Yeah. So basically, the car hasn't done anything yet. So I'm just waiting for this car to kill somebody because I like action to happen quick. Arnie was crazy. Oh, he said Arnie. Yeah, Arnie was crazy. Arnie started losing his mind. Arnie. Okay, so basically, and the funny thing is that this car changes Arnie so much. It makes him like this cool guy. He was really. I kind of liked watching this movie for this part because Arnie was a very nerdy guy, couldn't get any girl. And he got the girl that his friend liked in the movie. Arnie got the girl that his friend liked because the car made him cool. Um, yeah, the ending was actually pretty good. I did like the ending of the film. They used 24 cars for Christine in the movie. Yes, they did. Uh, okay, so this is just me going. You've seen it 20 years? Yeah, so you probably don't remember that much about it, Sports Reaction. You probably enjoyed it more than you remember. Because when you watch this movie when you're an adult than when you're a kid, it's different. I bet I would have enjoyed it more as a kid. I had a lot of questions with this movie. So anyway, when he puts the car in the lot, he has this guy who comes up to him, and he's a complete douchebag, but he actually tries to be nice to him and says, I'll give you a job and you can keep your car here, but you got to work for me pretty much. So he starts working for this old guy, and he, like I said, after this he becomes really cool and popular, and he was a really nerdy kid, and this changed everything. Complete DB. I it's so funny because I saw a movie called Christine on Netflix and it wasn't this movie, and I was so happy because I thought I actually paid money to watch this movie. I rented it from Amazon, so because I couldn't find a good copy, so just went to Amazon. I was like, whatever, it's not gonna be that much. I can afford it. Um, it was less than my super chats are to some of you people. Because it was like $4. I was like, okay, I'll just rent it. Who cares? Um, Nathan Spratt has been telling me to review this movie, so I'm telling him now. Very mixed review here. Could have been a lot better. Could have been a lot worse. I thought it was mediocre at best. What's up, Gucci Bears and Cubs fan? Um, and I know I'm stumbling a lot, and that's only because I'm trying to remember everything that happened, and I only saw it once yesterday night. I saw it with the lights off at I think it was 11 p.m. Yeah, I saw it at 11 p.m. So that will give you like what was the best part of the movie? I think the best part is when the car is on fire. Because okay, so basically, Stephen King he loves to talk about bullies, and this is what he does in this movie. It's a lot about how these bullies are making this nerd kid like beating this nerd kid up all the time. So basically, it shows in this movie that when he's gonna get his revenge, um, on these nerds, and the way he's gonna get it is with this car. So basically, yeah, that's what I'm gonna say next. The car starts killing people, and who it starts killing is the bullies that picked on Arnie. Because what happened is the bullies that picked on Arnie destroyed the car. They demolished it. It was totaled, completely totaled. The car was destroyed. Guess what happens though? Wait, before I get to this, then and private investigator is looking into this and stuff because the car started killing people. But what happens is the car, it's completely totaled. Next thing you know, it's fine. It like fixes itself. And then the cops got all these questions like, how'd you get the exact paint that doesn't exist anymore? And he just somehow comes up with like these weird answers that really don't make sense. He asked us for a receipt, but he said he threw out the receipt, which is true because I mean, who keeps a receipt? When I get a receipt of stuff, I throw it out almost instantly, unless I'm gonna need it in the future. But I don't really keep receipts, and so this investigator is looking into this. He's trying to figure out uh, how this car is brand new after it was totaled. I don't like it's so much stuff going on. 400 subs. Oh, that's awesome. Uh, I didn't know I got to that. Thank you so much for everybody that helped me get to that. The car, yeah, the car just has like a mind of its own, and it won't die, no matter what they do to this car. So after all this, after um, it kills people and stuff, the best scene was when it was on fire. I thought Nathan Spratt when the car was on fire and it ran over that bully because that bully was so annoying, and he thought he was like I don't know what he thought he was gonna do with that car coming at him. That was the best scene when the car was on fire. So there's a scene when after it starts killing the bullies, when the car is on fire and it runs the bully over. That was the best part. My money's on Kit. Well, I don't know. If you ask Nathan Spratt, I think his money is on Christine. That old fat guy died. Yeah. So also the car, I don't know why it did this, but it crushed and killed this old guy that was helping out Arnie. But I guess the car doesn't care about Arnie anymore. It just cares about itself. And there's a lot of jealousy between his friend also because his friend wanted to get the girl, and his friend is is like a high school football player. So that was pretty cool. And his friend gets injured, and you also see that Arnie doesn't see his best friend anymore as much as he used to, and he's in the hospital. What kind of friend was Arnie? Like, what was he doing? Sports reaction: you're too young to have seen it originally. What? I don't think Sports Reaction's that young. He saw it like, not to say he's old, but I'm pretty sure he was able to see it when it came out. Christine all the way. I just have a lot of so for me to rate this movie like on a rating of 1 to 10. I hope Nathan Spratt does not get offended because I just thought like I was expecting a lot better. Maybe it's because the expectations I went into the movie. This is also something that is very important when you see any movie. There's always some sort of expectation. The expectation Nathan Spratt gave me was that it was going to be an 8 out of 10, but that's not what I got. I felt like this movie was a 5.5 or at highest 6 out of 10 for me. I enjoyed it. There were parts I liked, but it could have been a lot better. It was very cheesy. It felt like a campy movie. And this is the problem with Stephen King's movie back in the day. And I would like to see this movie be remade because I think it could be better. You understand, Nathan? Nathan Spratt, what would you rate this movie? That's what I'm saying. Sports Reaction would have seen it. Yeah, for me it was like a 5.5 to a 6. Yeah, I'm reviewing Christine. I told Nathan Spratt I would do this. I do when people tell me watch a movie, and if I can find it, I couldn't even find this movie, but Nathan Spratt talked about it so much, so I was so interested in why he likes this movie, and if he thinks it's a 10 out of 10, that's okay. But can I ask this question, Nathan? Why do you give it a 10 out of 10? There are clear flaws. Um, they don't really explain why Christine is evil. What's up, UK? They don't explain why Christine is evil. What I wish they would show how Christine would show Arnie's attraction to it from the beginning. Because Arnie's in a car and he sees Christine and he's just attracted to it right away. Also, I did like the creepy old guy. I thought he was pretty interesting. So I'm going to give this movie a 5.5 out of 10. That is the rating I will give Christine. I did enjoy it, but it did have its flaws. It wasn't a perfect movie, but I knew that going in, and I love these like uh these it reminded me of like the 80s cheesy lines that it had. Christine, okay, so the ending is the best part of this film because they're trying to destroy this car and they can't. No matter what they do, it just keeps going back to form. They total the car. This is the ending. So if you guys are really sensitive about spoilers, I'm telling you right now, this is a spoiler. This is the ending spoiler. So they destroyed this car. When they destroyed the car, what after that, you think it's over. You think it's all good and dandy once they've destroyed the car. But no, the car is slowly healing itself back up. And looks like the car is not done. So technically, there should be a sequel because the car could probably come back to form. Even though they've completely totaled the car, what I thought they should have done was total it, burn it, whatever. Try to make sure that this car could never come back. But the ending was the best part of this film. But I knew that that would be the ending for a Stephen King film. I knew that that would be the ending because Christina's still alive. Yeah. Even but the thing is, how long would it take to heal itself all the way back up to form? It was doing it very slowly, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna want to. And I like what that girl said at the end. She said because Christine always plays like rock music, so she's like, I hate rock music. She's like, I'm so glad I don't have to hear it anymore because the car is dead, and so that is what happened with Christine. Now I know I probably didn't do that great of a job reviewing this movie because it's a lot of stuff happening at once, and I only saw it once. And usually, uh, yeah, they had good music in the car. The car was evil. It had a mind of its own. There were times. Oh, this part I really liked about this movie. So there was times where the car was killing people, and Arnie was not in the car, and he had no idea what was going on. And that was pretty cool to see in this movie. Um, It had good music, yes, but the girl hated the music. And oh, there was another great scene in this movie that I completely forgot about. When the girl's in the car, and I guess she grabs a burger or a hot dog, I can't remember what she gets, but she's choking on the food, and the guy walks out of the car, Arnie, because he's trying to fix the windshield wiper, and then the car locks itself, and she's choking, and she's about to die. And after that scene, she gets out of the car, luckily, somehow, and some guy comes giving her the Heimlich maneuver, and Arnie's like, "What the hell are you doing? Are you attacking my girlfriend?" It was so funny. But this was also pretty. There was another scene that I thought was kind of funny. When he's talking to the girl in the library, when he's when his friend Arnie's friend, I can't remember his name. If you could write it, Nathan Spry, and make me remember, that'd be great. So Arnie's friend likes this girl a lot, and um, there was a girl I thought he was checking out first. I thought he was checking out the blonde girl, who I thought was better looking. But then he went after the. No, that's the girl's name, I think. Who's the. No, who's his best friend's name? Who's Arnie's best friend's name? My Mother Was the Car of an old TV series where a car's mother died and the soul went into the car. Stole the idea? Maybe. Oh man, I'm I like to do requests because I like to hear my opinion. I mean, other people's opinions about these movies. I think it is his favorite movie ever. I he, what was I saying? Oh yeah. So what was that guy's name? Dennis. Okay, yeah, Dennis. So Dennis, he likes a girl in the library, but I thought it was a blonde girl, but it wasn't a blonde girl. Whatever. It was a brunette girl. He goes and tries to talk to the brunette girl, and she's like, he tries to ask her out, and it's so funny because he's like, I already got it. She's like, I already got a date. And the date was Arnie. And you wouldn't think that it'd be Arnie, because Arnie was such a nerd. But Christine makes Arnie look cooler. I don't know how that happened, but it was pretty cool to see that. Um, so Nathan Spratt, what did you love about Christine so much? Thank you for getting me to 400 subscribers. I did not expect that from this movie at all, but I appreciate that. Thank you so much, everybody who subscribed, all the new subscribers, and the people that are still here. Remember when Arnie choked his dad? Yeah, I remember that. I thought that was a crazy. But what did you love about it? Why a 10 out of 10? It obviously has flaws. I wish they would have delved more into why the car was evil. Christine 2 a remake. I would rather, honestly, to think about it now, I would rather see a Christine 2. And I would want them to like go more into the. I don't think it was. No, I do not think it was Stephen King's best film. I thought Stephen King's best film is It. That's what I think. Yeah, I saw your comment, Kim, about that your mother was the car. I saw it. You think Stephen King stole that idea? I mean, I just want to say, Nathan Spratt, like, thank you for telling me to watch this movie, though. I did, even though I give it the rating that I gave it, it was fun to watch because it made me think of Nathan. Like, this is what Nathan likes, and it's okay, you know? What's up, Cushman? It wasn't bad. I did enjoy it. It was just, it felt like it was very cheesy. There was some stuff that should have been explained better. Um, I'm happy that you let me talk about it and say that it's your opinion and it's okay. Because that's how I feel that we should all be able to talk about movies, sports, or whatever it is. Thank you so much, Cushman. I was actually watching your video earlier today, Cushman. I was saying, I actually put it in this chat. Why does Cushman, he never finishes his videos? He never finishes his live stream. A remake might be better. Um, why would a remake be better? I think a sequel would be better because we can see that the car finally came back and all that. And I also loved how he fixed the car up because the car was in horrible condition. So, but my question is this, Nathan: what was the car doing all those years? Was it just chilling? Um, I know it killed somebody before that too. It killed the guy who owned the car. It killed his brother. I do know that as well. Arnie was no joke. Arnie looked like a crazy lunatic. And the funny thing is that a lot of these actors are actually still making movies and stuff. So now I kind of want to see what they're doing. I was happy he watched it too. This is one of the few movies you guys talked about that I've actually seen. Because you don't really watch the newer movies, Kim in Mexico, because they don't happen in Mexico. I don't know what Cushman is talking about. Um, but Nathan Spratt, I told you I would watch it. I know it took some time, but there was a lot of stuff I had to get to before this, and I did it. And I couldn't find it, so it was just like, you know what? I'm watching it this weekend. I had a long weekend, and I was like, you know what? I will just go on Amazon and get it, and I did. And I saw it yesterday, and I'm happy I saw it because now I can say I've seen. I think I've seen all of Stephen King's films now. It was like I said, it could have been better. There were questions that I had. It was just okay for me. It could have. I think it's because maybe I am happy I saw it, but I think that you may have overrated this film. But it is your opinion, so I can't tell you that you're wrong at the same time. Who have cars, so even if you're nerdy, no, 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 Kim. It's not that he's nerdy. He totally transforms. He doesn't become nerdy anymore. He looks super cool. He looks cooler than the guy that he was hanging out with in the beginning, than the jock. I think that I would love to see a sequel of this movie, and I hope that if they did a sequel or if they did a remake like they did with it, you know, uh, it would have been great. I wish we saw more cars, more of Christine killing people. I wish we saw more. Um, Thank you for the 400 subscribers. I hope we can make this to 500, then to 1,000, and keep growing. I had no idea that Christine Garn would get this much attention. Actually, got 5 subscribers from it. I guess that's pretty good. Would you go see a Christine too? I would. I would watch another one of these films. Like I said, I really enjoy 80s films. I enjoy the corniness and the cheesy lines, but it's just a guilty pleasure in terms of that. But I don't. I think it's a lot better than some of the films we have nowadays because at least it's an original concept. I know Kim says it's not original, but it's original in the sense that you didn't see that many kill a car movies like this where it transforms another person. That I liked about it. It transformed Arnie. It made him crazy. Most killer car movies is just the car is a killer and that's it. It's not an endgame stream. Endgame is overrated. Endgame, I liked it more than this film, of course, Endgame, but Christine did. That's one thing I will give it credit. Christine had a good ending, but I did see it coming because what happens is when it's at the ending, they zoom into the car and you can see the direction of, and it when they zoom into the car, you can see that Christine is slowly healing itself, and Christine is not dead. I was expecting that to happen, you know. That car has to come back. I was on Twitter actually, and I put it up on Twitter that I was watching the movie. See, Nathan Spratt, if you had Twitter, you could have been like, "Oh, you're watching the movie at this time? That's cool. Maybe you should create a Twitter." I never used to use Twitter, but I'm starting to use it more and more to grow my channel out. A lot of people like it. He gave this movie a 10 out of 10. I give it a 5.5 out of 10. And there's nothing wrong with that. Just because it's 5.5 out of 10 doesn't mean it's not enjoyable. I still enjoyed parts of it. Like I said, I wish it was more explained, and I wish they had more folklore behind the car, like explain more why the car is evil and all that. I did love Bad to the Bone. Like they did this really good in that they played Bad to the Bone in the beginning, and they played Bad to the Bone in the end. And Bad to the Bone is Christine. It was very sad because Arnie got killed over this car. I thought that was the sad part when Arnie got killed. Wouldn't it be funny if that car turns into Christine, Kim in Mexico? You saw parts of it, Zane Winder? From where? I gotta say though, Nathan Spratt, you picked a movie that is very hard to find. I was I went through so much to try to find this movie, and it was almost impossible. Yeah, I mean, I would say this about the movie. The beginning I didn't like so much. The middle was a lot better, and the ending was the best part. That's how I would describe this. I hope not, Nathan Spratt. And if you guys are going to choose movies, try to choose movies that are a little bit easier to find. Oh, is that like a pun? Drive you crazy and it's a car? Get it, Nathan Spratt? I told Kim in Mexico I'll watch a movie for her. I think it's called Road Games. And then I would review it just like how I did this. The only thing is that it's a very, life can be very busy at times, but luckily this Memorial Day weekend I was like, nope, I am making sure that I watch Christine for Nathan Spratt. I told him. Christine was a cool car. It was a cool car, yes, but it didn't look cool in the beginning. Why, Zane? Why do you gotta go super old? I'm happy I saw it too. To be honest, I'm happy I saw it because then I can say I've seen. I think now I've seen all of Stephen King's film. I think this was the one that I was probably missing because I didn't even know this movie was a Stephen King film. Question, Nathan Spratt, how did you find out about Christine? I actually told Philly 500 he should watch it too. Don't give him anything yet. I gotta watch Road Games. I hope that's easier to find, Kim in Mexico, than Christine. Your dad showed it to you? Okay, so that's probably why you like it a lot. You have a special bond with your dad, and it's a movie you guys watch together. Dude, Nathan Spratt, you're 15, so you can you even drive? What state are you? Where are you from? Because Karen Mexico was asking me if you were from California, but I think I remember you saying you were from Chicago, but I can't remember exactly now. Oh, the soul. Yeah. Why do you want to make it hard to find, Zane Winder? Pittsburgh. Oh, yeah, that's where it was. So this time is good for you. 3 o'clock was good for you. I try to make sure that you were here when I did this stream. There is a Christine Returns? Really? I didn't know that. Nathan Spratt never told me about it. Kim, how? There's a Christine Returns? I don't think I've ever heard of that. I gotta look this up now. Christine Returns. I don't see anything about this. I can't find a Christine Returns unless I'm looking in the wrong spot. I don't find it, Nathan. I didn't find it. Um, yeah. I also was like, yo, I was thinking about his friend Dennis, and I was like, Dennis, why are you jealous over Arnie? The guy could never get a girl, and he gets the hottest girl. You should not be jealous. You should be happy for him. But he was kind of jealous, I felt. The Revenge? Oh, I didn't know that. It's probably like a really bad one or something. What? They had the whole movie. Did somebody really make this movie? It says a rock star editor feature. Is this a real movie? This looks like a fake one. Yeah, this is like a somebody just made this film. It's not a real film. It's not a real film. This is like somebody made this with Grand Theft Auto. It's not a real film. No, Kim, it's not. It's not a real Christine film. That's a fake movie. Somebody just. It was a fan made movie. It says Grand Theft Auto 5. It's not a real thing. Yes, GTA is not a real thing. It's not really Christine. There's no sequel to Christine that I can confirm. Unless, like, I missed it, but I tried to find it. I couldn't find a sequel. It looks super fake. It is super fake. I told Philly, I was texting Philly last night, Nathan Spratt, and I told him he's got to watch Christine. So hopefully he'll watch it. Um, he was talking about Godzilla yesterday, though, as well. No, Nate, no, Kim, that's not a real movie. Kim, that's Grand Theft Auto, what you posted. I looked at it. Road games with Frodrick. I don't know what road games. I think it's with the Scream Queen. What's her name? Can't remember anybody's name today. Jamie Lee Curtis. Oh wow, this movie's older than Christine. I hope that it is not as hard to find. Movie came out in 1981. This actually got some pretty good reviews too. What is with cars and roads? You guys are really into this kind of stuff, huh? No Stacy Keach. It's from the early 80s or 70s. Yeah, it's from 81. I just looked it up, Kim. Philly is a movie guy. He does like to watch. Who we all like to watch movies. There's only a few sports guys, but they're getting into movies too now. Like Jet Central doesn't really watch any movies. I want Christine 2 so bad. I would go watch Christine 2. Like I said, it was there were parts that I really enjoyed about this movie. I just wished it explained more. It explained more, and that was the biggest gripe I had. Did Eric like Christine? I gotta ask him. We're actually supposed to do a movie talk today, um, later on, but we I don't know if it's gonna work out with him or not. If he's gonna be able to do it. Check the link. You might like it, but it's not a real movie, Kim. It's somebody made a Grand Theft Auto. No, that's not the one she's talking about. She's talking about the one with Jamie Lee Curtis from 1981 and Stacy Keach. I've seen the 80s one. It's good. Hey, where's sports reaction? I could have told him I'm stuck in the 80s because I'm doing an 80s film review. Yeah, that's the movie. Road Games. Is it about a trucker in Australia who picks? No, he's. Maybe they remade it. I don't know. I doubt it. Let's see. There is one in 2015. Is that the? Did they really remake this movie? I think they changed it to France though. I don't know if it's a remake. If it's a remake, it takes place in a completely different area. It takes place in France instead of Australia. Yeah, I know Kim, but I want to watch the one with Jamie Lee Curtis because I like Jamie Lee Curtis. Christine is Christine one of your favorite? Oh man, that's hard. I have so many favorite '80s films like Terminator. I could go on and on about my favorites. Back to the Future. There's so many good ones. Everybody watched the old one. Yeah, we know Nathan Spratt's Christine is his favorite of all time. He really didn't explain why it's his favorite though. Nathan, why is Christine your favorite movie of all time? The remake, some English bloke trying to get home from France. Yeah, pretty much. Eagles UK. That's pretty much what's going on. You love Stephen King, so you do you like Children of the Corn? Because I thought Children of the Corn was so bad. I thought Children of the Corn was one of the stupidest movies I saw, but I enjoyed it because it was so stupid. The kids in that movie was like, oh my god. The kids were just really funny in Children of the Corn. It's just that Children of the Corn, like, children are not gonna scare me, okay? I don't have a favorite movie, but I have a bunch that are my favorites. Like what, Stephen King? Yeah, I didn't like. I was right. It is Stephen King. I didn't like Maximum Overdrive either. Thought Maximum Overdrive was horrible. There are a lot of Stephen. I like his books may be better, but I don't tend to like his movies that much. I like Christine way more than Maximum Overdrive. Wait until you are dead. Maybe Kim. Maybe. People said that I was married and had kids, Kim, which is not true. Kim is not that good. What's not that good? Equals. Jaws, Empire Strikes Back, The Dark Knight. I like all of those. Yeah, Jaws. Jaws is Sports Reaction's favorite movie, and I would consider it one of the most classic movies you can watch. I like Jaws a lot. It's very iconic. Dark Knight was great. Love Dark Knight. I think I like Dark Knight more than Christine. Nathan, I'm surprised that Christine is your favorite. That's a very good list, Zane Winder, that you have there. I like all those movies. Eagles, you're a new guy, you're a new subscriber, and I want to welcome you to the channel. So we always like to ask people, what is your favorite movie, or one of your favorites? I am happy I finally saw it too. Will you still bring up Christine so many times as you did before Nathan Spratt, or will you chill it now that I've seen it? What's up, Alex Sports? Welcome to the channel. We're just talking Christine, just wrapping up our thoughts about this movie. I am really, really surprised that Nathan Spratt loves this movie because he's 15, so he wasn't born in this era. He really wouldn't understand the 80s if he lived in it. I could barely understand it. I was born at the end of the 80s, so I don't know how he likes this movie so much, um, but he does, and I respect that. You will chill until there's a part two. That means you will never chill. Alex Sports, welcome to the channel. What is your favorite movie of all time? Oh, Time Bandits is your favorite, Eagles? I see. That's not a bad choice. Try to find out what year that came out. 81 also. Uh, that's a really, really old school but cool movie at the same time. I love 80s music. That's why I love The Dirt, and I gotta review The Dirt. I still have not reviewed it, but I do love that movie on Netflix. The Dirt, if you've not checked it out, please check it out. Kim, it's on Netflix. So put in The Dirt and watch it and tell me your thoughts. Well, then again, you gotta kind of like Motley Crue. Another 81 movie. I know. What is with these 80s movies? Alex Sports, what is your favorite movie of all time? Do you have one? 70s classic rock? Oh my god. I don't know what that is. I only know like 80s classic. if you're new to this channel, please hit the like, please hit the subscribe for a lot more movie content. Um, Beatles are your favorite band? You got to think about your favorite movie. Okay, go ahead, take time, think about it. I got school tomorrow. I may be streaming with Eric as we do movie talk later today, but we got to figure out a time because he's kind of busy today. So I don't know. Hopefully, movie talk with Eric. If not, it'll probably be I might do another movie talk or something similar to that. Which one? I like to hear the sports people what their favorite movies are because it tends to sometimes not be sports related. I wonder what Philly 500's favorite movie is. I gotta ask him. I don't even, not even 100% sure. I know he said it. Shawshank Redemption is an excellent choice. Alex Sports, very good job. I love that movie too. It's a very good, heart warm movie. It just makes you feel good, especially at the end of that movie. And to see that they're both liberated. What's on Netflix? I said it's called The Dirt. Here in Mexico, it's about Motley Crue. Pulp Fiction is one of my favorite movies of all time, Nathan Spratt. Of course, I love Pulp Fiction. Pulp Fiction is really, it's written really good. Um, Quentin Tarantino, he has this thing where he can just write a script and make it interesting. No, no, no. Shawshank Redemption is not really sad. It's a happy ending film. It's sad like all the way throughout, but in the end, it feels a lot better. That's why it's called Shawshank Redemption. At the end, you feel better about the ending of Shawshank Redemption is really good. I like how they did it. Yeah, Pulp Fiction is definitely. Oh my god, Pulp Fiction is in like my top five favorite movies, let alone just in general. Christine and Vice Versa is my favorite. What's Vice Versa? You mean the like anything else, or like you mean the movie Vice Versa? Nathan Spratt likes a lot of '80s films. This is really shocking. No Country for Old Men was sad. Yeah, No Country for Old Men was a great movie. Great Cohen film movie, and I loved how the villain is in No Country for Old Men. No, I've seen Vice Versa. That's what I was asking you. Were you talking about that, or you just meant like, like Vice Versa is a saying as well? I've seen Vice Versa. I know exactly what it's about. But I think I enjoyed Christine more than I would enjoy Vice Versa. I was not the biggest Vice Versa fan, to be honest. It was just eh. Yeah, Christine. It reminded me of. It's just like it felt so like Stephen King. Yes, I'm into action movies. I like all movies, Alex Schwartz. I don't discriminate against any of them. My least favorite, though, would have to be romantic movies, only because romantic movies tend to be very predictable. But even those I do like. Alex Sports. Alex Sports, please hit the like, please hit the subscribe if you haven't, and hit that bell because I will be doing a lot more reviews. I love it. Yeah, I can tell, Nathan Sprite, you love the cheesy 80s films. Some of them are very cheesy. No, the second one was pretty good too, Eagles. I like the first one is my favorite Terminator, but the second one was good as well. Well, that just makes you look bad, Alex Sports. You've been subbed, but you haven't tuned. That's very bad. Why have you not tuned in? I really hope there's a Christine 2 or remake. Yeah, I really hope. I would like to see a Christine 2 more than a remake. No, I got it. The Perfect Christine movie. It's not a remake, it's not a sequel. The Perfect Christine movie would be a prequel to explain why Christine is so evil about Batman. How Batman was chosen by Robert Pattinson. Definitely check that video out. Well, I don't know if I would say that I loved it, but I remember watching this and I'm like, Nathan Spratt likes this? A 15-year-old likes this movie. I was just shocked. I wouldn't think that you would know about this type of movie. Uh, because I know 15-year-olds nowadays, they tend to stick to movies that are from the 90s and 2000s. And there's nothing wrong with that, because it's very hard. I've seen a lot of 80s films, so this is probably like, I don't even know where this ranks in terms of all the 80s films that I've seen. You're proud of me? Nathan, the sad Steelers fan. I'm a classic 15-year-old. Nathan Spratt, you know what you should do? I want to see you do a video on Christine. I want to see a movie review from your point of view. I want to see why you would give this a 10 out of 10. I want to see that. I like Mission Impossible. Yeah, I like the first one and the second one, but no, actually I didn't like the second one. I like the first one. I think the first one was the only one I really enjoyed the most. All the other ones were like, okay, you did this so much now. I might do one. I don't think you might. I want to see what Nathan Spratt looks like. First of all, I have no idea what you look like. I know you live in Pittsburgh, so I guess you're a Steelers fan and stuff, like you said before. Um, I want to see you do your rendition. I want to see your take on Christine. I want to see why you give it 10 out of 10. I want to see why you think this movie has no flaws. Because I think every movie's have flaws. For a movie, for me to give it a 10 out of 10 is very hard. And I really thought that this movie, when I was watching this movie, I'm like, oh, might be a 7 out of 10. But then I just kept watching it, and there was parts that I did not like, and then there were parts that I loved. I'm very happy that I saw this movie. I like to watch movies just in general, so I wish I could have done like a reaction video while I'm watching the movie, but then that kind of takes away. I can't really concentrate while doing that. Oh, I will definitely. I would be the first person in that stream if Nathan Spratt did a Christine review. I would love to see why. I'm so curious, Kim, why he would give it a 10 out of 10. I wasn't even planning to do this stream, but I saw that Nathan is a loyal subscriber, comes to all my videos, comes to the movie critic, comes to the sports critic channels. So I said, you know what? Watching a 2 hour movie and then talking about it for a guy that supports my channel this much is nothing. So I did it and I made a review. My fan's only 15. What? I was confused. My fan's only 15. I'm surprised he watched it. Yeah, I'm surprised he watched it as a 15-year-old also. Me and Kim kept thinking about yesterday, we were talking on Twitter. We were thinking your age was going to be like 20 to 26. I always thought you were in that range for some reason, but then I forgot that you're 15. I would love to see why it's a 10 out of 10. I think Nathan is I think you are a crazy 15-year-old. I think you are passionate about cars. Do you love cars? Because you have to love cars to love this movie. You have to love the fact that a car can kill people and be completely crazy. I just wish we saw more of the car killing people. Like, I wanted more people for it to kill. And I kind of was upset that Arnie died. I wish they didn't kill Arnie. I wish Arnie was found a way to kill the car or something. Like in the end, it's him who has to destroy the car because the car is still good. Arnie is dead and the car's still good. How messed up is that? I thought you were going to say the Star winning title. I was glad because even though I could see, you got to remember the movie. Yeah. Kim in Mexico, what would you rate this movie? What is Ma? Ma's a movie that it's very hard to explain. It's like she kidnaps kids and stuff. You gotta watch the trailer. It does a better job than I would have ever explaining that movie. Superman, the movie with Christopher Reeves, is good. I think the second one is slightly better than the first one, only because I like Zod, and I thought Zod was very good. You know, and I'm so happy to get to 400 subscribers. I want to thank each and one of you for that. That's awesome. But Veet, welcome to the chat. Yeah, Zod was amazing. Zod was my favorite villain in the Superman movies. About a 6. So what I gave it a 5.56. Um, no, Nathan Spratt. When I say I'm gonna watch a movie, I will watch it. But you have to understand that I'm so busy with so many projects and so many things in my life. It wasn't anything against you. I just had so much. I have so much stuff going on. I'm going out after this video, Bavit. I have a lot of stuff in my life going on with just like work and a lot of movies that I want to discuss and a lot of sports. I have so much stuff. It's like, I would have given it a 7 when it came out because it was pretty creative at that time. 35 years later, Kim in Mexico, that was funny as hell. Oh, Chris, I'm going out with Chris sometime after June 4th. I told him that. Where I going? Tell your friends about Christine. I'm pretty sure they've seen it. A lot of people that I know are really into Stephen King. I'm not that huge of a Stephen King fan. I fall in between, like, he's okay. Can you tag along with it? I don't know. You would have to ask Entertainer that question. No sound. Woohoo! No sound, Papi Chulo. What's up, Gaming Emerald? Bavit, are you the person who... No, he's not my cousin. What the hell, Kim Mexico? Oh, Bavit, I said something like, you're not wise. I hope you only know that I was just joking. This was the best stream ever. Probably for you, Nathan Spratt. I don't know how much people enjoyed it. I think people did enjoy it because I did get 5 new subscribers, and I really always appreciate when I get new fans as well. I didn't care for John Wick 3. I didn't care to watch it. I haven't even seen it yet. I've not seen it yet, no. Probably true. I've not seen John Wick 3 and I refuse to watch it. Was it good? Well, the reason I refuse to watch John Wick 3 is I'm just tired of John Wick. I feel like it's the same thing all the time. I'm getting kind of tired of him just... Like we said, John Wick 4 is going to be what? About his hamster? Like, that's... Part 1 is the best, and I'm content with Part 1. I didn't like Part 2 that much. I thought it was okay. At Part 3, it's like, we're done with John Wick here. Like, yeah, Papi Chulo, it's right here. You don't see the barbecue? You don't see the food? You don't see me eating a hamburger, a hot dog? You don't see that here, Papi Chulo? The barbecue is here, Papi Chulo. See you later, Zane Winder. I hope you have... I forgot to say Happy Memorial Day to everybody. I hope all you guys have a great Memorial Day. I hope you guys watch movies, sports, whatever is going on and enjoy it. Spider Man Far From Home does get me excited. I'm looking forward to it. I probably won't be able to see it July 2nd because it came out on such a shitty day, but maybe July 3rd. I was about to say 3rd. I will watch it and I will do for it. And I'm happy that Nathan Spratt liked this review. I really thought that he would be upset with my rating and take it personally, but he understands that people have their opinions, and that's great. My cousin's name is I Love the Haters. Are you gonna date Last Jedi? If Last Jedi comes to this stream, Papi Chulo, I will ask her out. All right, you gonna see Brightburn? I want to see Bright. I do want to see Brightburn. Actually, that was the movie me and Philly 500 were talking about that we have to see. We have to see Brightburn. I heard it was really good, and I really want to see it. So you can expect a review soon on Brightburn. I just gotta make sure. I just gotta figure out when I'm going to watch it because there's a lot of movies coming out now. Godzilla comes out, Rocket Man, Ma, where it's all like just overload, especially this weekend. Your rating was decent. Thank you, uh, Nathan Spratt. You're gonna try Philly Crazy now? Okay. Does this mean that the Christine, like you won't talk about Christine in this stream as much as you did before? Now that I've reviewed it, I've watched it and reviewed it. What else is there to talk about now? I did like that the car was able to heal itself too. What do you mean no? What do you mean no? You're just happy that I saw it? What happens if everybody watches Christine in the world? Then what will you do, Nathan? You have to go. Kim Mexico, thank you for stopping by. Take care. This stream probably won't be that much longer anyway. I just wanted to give my thoughts out on Christine. I wanted to make Nathan Spratt happy. I wanted to talk more about movies just in general. It's always fun, and thank you for coming by, Kim in Mexico. I may be streaming later tonight. No more Christine talk. Do you like Jedi? I've never seen Jedi, Poppy. How could I like somebody I've never seen? Like I said, you get Jedi in this chat, and I'll ask her out, and then we'll see what she says. Yeah. Now it's time to attack Philly. Yeah, maybe. Well, it depends. The other stream might not be that much later. It all depends. See you later, Kim in Mexico. The later stream may not be that much later. I'm trying to figure out if Eric is available at the time that I am. If he's not, then we're gonna have to do it some other time. Oh man. Why would I get a call from a telemarketer at this time? I hate that kind of stuff. I don't know. It was a telemarketer, Puppy Chulo. Talk to Eric about Christine. It was a number I didn't recognize. I'll ask Eric if he's. I'm pretty sure he's seen Christine because he's huge into horror movies and stuff like that. Is he, Papi Chulo? I didn't know that. You know who hates that word? Who hates people that are gay? Brandon Rogers hates people that are gay. I don't know why. I told him I wanted to watch Rocket Man, and he went off about that. Jedi called. I wish, Papi Coat. I wish it was Jedi. He as a he has a point. How does he have a point? Well, why do you say that about Eric Wright? What did Eric Wright do? 4 days. Well, technically three. Yeah, you're right. But I'm probably I don't know when I'm gonna watch it exactly because there's so much stuff I gotta see. Why is Jedi calling? How'd she get the number? Oh, yeah. I don't know. Maybe he just supports them, Papi Chulo. The first day comes out. Yeah. Sometimes it's very annoying to go to the movie the first day it comes out because it's overcrowded and people are always talking and stuff. Hopefully, it's not like that. Are you serious, Papi Chulo? You know what Ma is. Why are you acting like you don't know what it is? What's up, Milky Bar Kid? We just saw Christine, a movie that came out in 1983 that is about a killer car. The rating is a 5.5 out of 10. Well, have you seen this movie? What are your thoughts, Milky Bar Kid? I only go to the first day when it's Avengers. Yeah, I went to the first day for Avengers Papi Chulo. And somehow everybody was quiet. I was surprised. A killer car, I haven't seen it. Milky Bar Kid, where's your people? I don't see them anymore. A lot of people had never seen. I never saw Christine, because it was under the radar Stephen King 1983 movie. I didn't know John Carpenter made this film. Oh, I've been had OBS working pretty good for like a week or two now. Milky Bar Kid, I don't know where you've been at. And it's really helping my channel. I'm seeing like a lot of people coming in my streams now because of it. No, no real famous actors. They were famous for the 80s, but they're not famous anymore. I'm gonna assume you're talking about hockey. I don't know. I don't really watch hockey, Nathan. The car is a famous actor? Maybe. And Christine Arnie's name is Keith Gordon. Yeah, I've seen. I looked that up right after because I thought the guy that played Arnie did a pretty good job. Car's better than Christine. Lightning McQueen. Somebody said they liked Kit more than Christine. As it is getting hot in here. And there's an AC in the back. Maybe I should turn it on. Dennis is John Stockwell. Yeah. Dennis's character was really enjoyable. He reminded me of like he was a pretty good receiver because they said that they started losing games once he got injured. And that's pretty funny. Like what kind of football team they started going to they didn't win a single game without Dennis. That's funny to me. No, Arnold is not Christine. It's Arnie, and he's not Christine. Arnie is he's just a guy. Yeah, Dennis is pretty likable. He was more likable than Arnie. Arnie was frustrating to me, but I kind of felt for him because he was never cool. He was never the popular kid. He was the geek, and then he tried to become the popular kid. Yeah, Dennis hurt. Yeah, he loved that car. But what did he love about Christine? There was nothing. I don't think he really loved the car. I think Christine made him love the car. I really think that's what was going on. Of course, who doesn't like burritos? Puppy goat. He brainwashed him. Yeah, he did. I'm gonna name my car Christine. Don't name it Christine, because then it might try to kill you, Papi Chulo. What was the last? Papi Chulo. That would be reserved for the white YouTube chat that we're in. Nathan Spratt. Why don't you have a picture up or something? Do you guys like the new logo for the movie critic? Do you like Latinas? Yes. Yes, Papi Goat. Oh, we should. We should have another beef stream. But not right now. This is a Christine review. And actually, I'm about to get off in a few, but I just want to talk a little bit longer. You've seen, you like beans and french fries? who don't, who don't like that, Chuck Sharks? Nathan Spratt, are you a Latino? Do you like cheese bean burritos? What kind of question is this? You guys are making me hungry. No, I figured you weren't. Nathan, I can't wait till you live stream. I want to see your Christine movie review. Yes, I know you love Taco Bell. I didn't know you have one close to you in Pittsburgh. Is it a Mustang? No. What kind of car is it? Have you ever took a dump in the bathtub? What? What the hell? Chuck Shorts, really? What? Why would you do that? Disgusting. I'm gonna stay on for another 10 to 15 minutes and probably get off. But I am really happy I got to 400 subscribers. I want to thank every each and one of you that have subscribed to the channel, and I'm just really happy. This channel is starting to grow, and I like that. And I think that has to do with OBS and the fact that I'm reviewing more movies. It makes my bathroom. No, it does not, Chuck Sharps. What are you talking about? Yeah, but the car. I hope so. But the car, it looks like a piece of shit when you first see it. Papi Chulo Chad. It looks so run down. He fixes the car and makes it look better. Do you do you like the poster that I got? I don't see $100 super chat, but thank you, Poppy Goat, for your $100. I've already explained that I don't have a car because I live in New York City, so I don't need to drive. I'll be doing when I turn 16. Driving? Oh. So that's only in a year. When do you turn 16? Next year? I'd like New York, but it's really expensive. And it's really crowded. But I do like it. I don't like the weather either. No, I take the subway, Papi Chulo. Want to go to the movies? Let's go. Chuck Sharts, I'm down. Are there any? Oh my God, yes, Chad, there are, and it makes it so hard to concentrate on work. Hate that. Well, the thing is, I do talk to them, but you got to be very careful with work because you know HR and all that could get involved. So you got to be very careful. Poppy Goat. Don't let. Yeah, Chuck Sharts. Poppy Goat is right. Don't let them see your bathroom, Chuck Sharts. Poppy Chulo Chad, remind me, where are you from? They'll love. I don't know what you just did in the bathroom right now. You're not from Brooklyn. Get out of here, Poppy Chulo. I don't believe you. I would have been jumped by you already if I was from Brooklyn. Nathan Spratt said something, then retracted it. He said, "Tell us the girls about work." What? What part, Poppy Chulo? Tell the girls about Christina. I don't want them to get jealous. He had. They thought that was the hottest girl in high school. I thought the blonde girl. Remember Nathan Spratt? You remember watching the movie, right? There was a blonde girl in there, and I thought the blonde girl was better looking than her. Actually, Chuck Sharts, where are you from? You took a shit in his bathroom like that? That's messed up. Why would you do that, Sharts? That is gross. The blonde girl was better looking than the brown girl. Yet they said in the movie that the brown girl was the hottest girl in the whole school. I believe that, Chuck Sharts. You probably were the hottest girl. I had no idea you were a girl in the first place. Look, the ACs are gone, guys. The ACs are gone. Can I get your girls? Yeah, Papi Chulo, right here. Here you go. You want Taco Bell? Yeah, what do you get from Taco Bell? Older than you, Papi Chulo Chad. Aren't you like 16 or something? What girl? Chuck Shorts. Like, which out of the four, which one are you talking about, Chuck Shorts? You're waiting for someone to steal a game in the NBA Finals. Of course, Chuck. Of course, Chuck. I have. Oh, it wasn't that long ago, Puppy Chulo. Damn. All right, I can see that this stream has not been talking about Christine in a while, and I just want to thank everybody for stopping by for this Christine review that I did specifically for Nathan Spratt and for myself in a way because I saw a movie that I never saw, and I always like to watch a movie that I never saw, and I did enjoy it. My rating is a 5 out of 5 out of 10, as I said before, but let's see if I can get that in here. Yeah, I just want to thank each and every one for you stopping by, and also I want to say thank you for liking the rating. Thank you for stopping by. I would pay for Christine too. Yes, I would. And I would say that I really enjoyed watching it at certain times. I just had a lot of questions. There could have been things that were done better. Some of the pacing was all over the place for me, but I did enjoy how cheesy of an 80s film this was. It was so cheesy. It was over the top. The bullies were over the top. The parents were over the top. This seems to happen in all of Stephen King's movies. But thank you for telling me to watch this movie, Nathan Spratt. Thank you for 400 subscribers. Hopefully, we'll grow. I would watch it again, but I would have to find it again, so I don't know how that would happen. Um, I would watch it again, but I would watch probably like the parts that I liked of the movie on YouTube. So there you go. Gave you the review. I hope you enjoyed it. I hoped all of you had fun, and I will be live again later tonight. So look out for that. Take care, everybody. Have a good night, and that's all I got to say about this movie. Take care. Bye.